Raymond James Stadium, home of the Buccaneers. Before Tony Dungy, this franchise was a disaster, winning only 30% of its games and reaching 10 wins just once in 20 years. With a win tonight, the Bucs would have 4 10-win seasons in just 6 years under Dungy. Rumors abound concerning his future here, and Susie, that takes "what have you done for me lately" to absurd heights.
It certainly does, Mike. Talking to the Bucs players, it is so evident how much they respect Tony Dungy, how much they want to win for you tonight. So let's get rid of that whole meaningless thing right off the top. How much does this game mean to you guys tonight?
Well, we do want to win. We want to keep our momentum going. We have a chance to get 3 double-digit winning seasons in a row. Our franchise has never done that before, so we definitely want to.
No matter what the circumstances, you remain even keel, but you're only human. How do you deal with the constant rumor of you just haven't done enough?
Well, all you can do is win, and that's what we're trying to do, and hopefully we'll win enough that people will be happy.
Last year at this time, last game, you're fighting it out in Green Bay. What does this game tonight mean for your psyche going up there next week?
Well, we want to play well at home. We want to finish the regular season right and get some momentum going up there. It's going to be a tough place to play. We'll feel much better if we have a good game tonight.
Coach, from our entire crew, deepest sympathies on the passing of your mother.
Well, thank you. Everybody in the NFL has been so supportive, and I really appreciate that.
Good luck tonight. Mike?
Thank you, Susie, and Coach, our condolences as well. It's going to be a very busy night on the sidelines. Susie will have a chance to talk with several players, Pro Bowlers all, about their chances in the playoffs starting next weekend.
ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Back at Raymond James Stadium, Tampa Bay area of Florida, that's David Akers, who made the Pro Bowl this year, 3rd season out of Wisconsin.
Michael, they forgot to tell the people in Tampa that this is a meaningless football game, because if you look at this crowd, it's unbelievable.
Well, Tony Dungy has lost once at home in his career in Tampa Bay. So they came here tonight expecting a winner. That's Frank Murphy. He is deep with Aaron Stecker. The players have described this as 8 quarters of head-to-head football. The first 4 come tonight. The next 4 next week in Philadelphia. And we are underway in Tampa Bay. A low skipping kick. Murphy retreats to the 2. And cut down before he reached the 15-yard line.
Frank Murphy on the return.
Brad Johnson has thrown for more than 3,300 yards this year. His rating of 77.5, just about in the middle of the NFL quarterback ratings. He's been hampered by the fact that he hasn't had anybody who can really get downfield, but he and Keyshawn Johnson have had a tremendous connection this year.
But he accomplished what the Bucs wanted him to do. They've raised their pass completion percentage from 54.4 to over 60%. That's what they wanted Brad Johnson to do.
Guy is a consummate pro. All he's got is the single setback. He has been a bull the last couple of weeks. Dragged back after he gained about 3. Damon Moore, who saved the Giants game a week ago, made the tackle. This franchise has gone back and forth between Alstott and Warrick Dunn, using them one at a time, using them both. They never have seemed to settle on any system.
Well, they started this year out, Joe. Warrick Dunn was going to be our guy. And then what?
And all of a sudden, well, he gets hurt in the first game. So now they have to rely on Mike Alstott. A year ago, it was just the opposite.
Warrick on the sideline tonight, wondering whether he'll be part of this franchise next year. Johnson on a little half roll out of the backfield and throws complete to Jameel Cook, the rookie fullback out of Illinois. Bobby Taylor took him down.
Brad Johnson coming out throwing a little bit. You're not going to see him more than a series, maybe 2. What the Bucs would like to do would put together a nice little drive. It'd be like the first part of a preseason game. Get a drive going, get your starters down. I was talking to him earlier in the week. He said, you know, I've had to play from behind. We've had to play from behind all year. That's part of the reason why this offense has been so limited.
And he has paid physically the price for it. 44 sacks and hit so many other times. Johnson trying to throw for the first down. Throws complete. He's got Milton Wynn, the rookie from Washington State, his first catch of the season. Al Harris with the tackle. It's a gain of 36.
Well, let me tell you something. He may only be in for a short period of time, and that's Brad Johnson. But I'm going to tell you right now, Milton Wynn, number 88, look at this throw. It is absolutely perfect to the outside, and Milton Wynn takes it inside the 45-yard line of Philly.
What happens is Mike Caldwell winds up picking Al Harris. The two defensive guys can't catch up to him.
Tampa with a first down at the Eagles' 43. Johnson to throw, flipped out, and that one's complete to Jacquez Green.
Now, wait a second. Didn't somebody explain to us that this game has no significant meaning? I think we ought to run the football, pound it right in there. I don't think so. I think for the Bucs, it's a regular season game.
Do you know for the 16th week that we've done professional football in the regular season, Joe still believes what they tell him? You really do, Joe. You believe?
I believe this guy's going to the Pro Bowl.
Oh, he is. 106 catches, came into the weekend tied for the league lead. He said that record didn't mean anything to him. He's been banged up and needs the rest. Allstott lowers the shoulder and dives to the 31.
One of the things that is so impressive about the way Mike Allstott runs is he always seems to finish forward. Right after the first hit he takes, you see him take the shot, and then he winds up going forward. He's nifty enough in the hole to be able to make people miss the first time, has terrific hands for a big guy, and once he lowers those big pads, all you get is shoulder pads and thighs to try and bring him down with.
Going to his 5th Pro Bowl, he just runs with a lot of heart. Aaron Stecker comes in at running back, and he'll get it on the draw. Stecker dives to the 26.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is an ideal drive. I mean, for any team, it's important. And you look at this football game, here they've almost run off 4 minutes of the clock. They've got the ball inside the 30-yard line of Philadelphia. And all they want to come away with 7 points, and they're going to be very, very happy.
All right, big fella, but let's remember now, Mike went with the spoon theory in the beginning, the big bowl of vanilla. The Eagles are about as basic over there as you can get, so I don't think the Bucs want to get their hopes up high that this is what might happen next week.
Allstott, nice little cut. A lot like Jerome Bettis. He's got those nifty feet that allow a guy as big as he is to make those quick little cuts.
You know, the one thing about him, about Allstott, though, if you look at his shoulder pads, as Joe mentioned, and look at his shoulders, watch how square they are with the line of scrimmage. Even when he's making the cuts, Michael, his head is forward. He's ready to make an upfield move. It's not a cut move to go to wide, to right or left. It's always straight ahead with him.
After we talked to him the other day, I said, the last couple of weeks, the way you ran over people, it looked like you were back at Purdue doing it in the Big Ten. Blitz coming. Eagles may have been offside. The quick throw to Green. Green is down. They'll rule it incomplete at the 20. No flag.
Well, that was a great adjustment by Jacquez Green. Seeing the blitz, but not catching the ball.
A terrific job by Brad Johnson. Watch this from the right side. Here comes the blitz. He gets it off. Jacquez never really gets control of it. And that's really been his problem. I mean, when you got Keyshawn Johnson with 106 catches, you got Jacquez Green with 35. It shouldn't be that imbalanced.
Doug Bryan will come on to try a 41-yard field goal. He was signed when Martin Gramatica pulled a hamstring. Gramatica's still out this week. So the veteran Bryan out of California. There's Gramatica. He's had another fine year.
He's going to work with his brother on how to celebrate.
How to get a haircut.
Or how not to. Officially now it will be a 42-yard attempt. And Bryan is true. And a solid opening drive for the Buccaneers. They come up with 3 and lead the Eagles 3-0. ESPN Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL, an official airline of Super Bowl 36 by Miller Lite. Grab a Miller Lite, it's Miller time. And by Charles Schwab, expert advice that's objective, uncomplicated, and not driven by commission. That's the Florida Aquarium here in Tampa. Over 10,000 aquatic plants, fish, shark.
I was fishing in there the other day.
You know what
I know there was a fine for that.
You know what their shark's name is? Paul. I asked him, I said, what's the shark with the really flat face and the funny nose with no hair under his
excuse me.
He said, Paul.
Excuse me. Let's not talk about flat faces and ugliness.
That's Brian Mitchell, one of the greatest ever to return kicks in the National Football League. Has it on the run, across the 30 to the 37-yard line. Donovan McNabb will bring out the Eagles offense. He was brilliant in the clutch a week ago against the Giants. Can help us with this question. Who was the best individual story in the NFL this season? David Boston, Tom Brady, Garrison Hurst, Priest Holmes, or Jimmy Smith? Log on to ESPN.com or NFL.com and vote. Warren Sapp, the emotional leader of this ball club.
It's going to be difficult to vote for those guys. If you think of every individual story on those five, it's incredible what they've done.
Buck Halter will start at tailback, and he takes it to the 40 and no more. Donovan McNabb, 25 touchdown passes this year. That's a career high. He is rated 9th in the NFL and thrown for nearly 3,300 yards. Won't get many stats tonight. Don't expect to see Donovan for more than a series.
And people have talked about, geez, he really didn't have that good a year. I think he's had an unbelievable year. That goes with his 482 yards rushing.
Buck Halter again, hit behind the line and dumped. Nice play by Simeon Rice.
Well, there is a guy, Simeon Rice, that has made a huge difference in this defensive football team. Simeon Rice, they said he couldn't play the run block. Well, take a look at there. He splits. It wasn't actually a double team, but he splits the blocks and makes the tackle. But this guy has really made a difference. Once he learned the defense here, he's made a, I mean, it's just truly a success story with this team.
Well, we on that list.
We said we wouldn't see Donovan McNabb for more than a series. That was a short series. Coy Detmer has come on for the Philadelphia Eagles. Under pressure, throws on the run, tipped and incomplete. Brian Kelly got a hand on it.
How about that? Andy Reid makes a decision in 3rd and long to get Donovan McNabb out of the game. He wasn't taking any chances.
That's Simeon Rice down on the field, and he's hurt.
It's the last thing either team wants out of this game.
Here is Simeon Rice on the outside.
Just looks like a shot. Correll Buckhalter
he hits it right in the ribs.
Little shot in the ribs as he tries to help out Ryan Shower.
We were talking about Rice before that play. He actually leads the defensive line in tackles. He's up, and he gets a big hand. And that is from a guy leading the defensive line in tackles who made very few tackles outside of sacks when he played for Arizona.
But when you're exposed and you get hit right in the gut, you go down.
Sean Landeta celebrating his 40th birthday tonight. He's had another brilliant year, averaging 43.6 per kick. In his 17th year in the NFL, remember he played 3 years in the USFL as well, kicking to Carl Williams in a beauty. Williams driven back to the 11, lost his balance, was down at the 17. A 50-yard kick for the 40-year-old Sean Landeta. 3-0 Bucks, first quarter, back after this. Back, that means Brad Johnson's night is done. Being a local hero, grew up in the area, and Brad Johnson nearly perfect on the first drive that resulted in a field goal. Jameel Cook and Rabi Abdullah are the running backs for the Buccaneers. King wants to screen. Cook. Nice cut inside his blockers. Got it to the 22. Let's check in with Susie Colbert. She's with Pro Bowl.